All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see if I can go through this real quick. This is not my information. I just kind of remixed it. I got this from a video I saw on Mind Valley, so I just want to kind of explain this in a quick sense. So let's say this is the box of belief or the box of the culture state, the mainstream. So these are the majority of people. They're here. These people that start here and start to question this box that we're in, this box that we were put in, this box that we were taught, and it's imaginary at the highest levels. These people that step out of here are called misfits, rebels, troublemakers, and outcasts, right? By these people who are stuck inside of this, what I call culture state, and I added this to it, the mainstream, right? Now, the thing that I added as well is when you look at the 1% controlling the 99%, this is how they do it, by keeping you in a box. And again, this is an imaginary box, there's holes all in it, but if you don't question, you'll never see those holes, right? So we're gonna get back to this, but let's look at the 4 levels, right? And this is 4 levels of consciousness or awakening. Level 1 is the world around you. This is the culture space, or again, the mainstream. This is where the majority of people are, and this is where the belief systems kind of keep you inside of that imaginary box. Level 2 is the world you choose. This is when you begin to question. This is where you start to awaken. You begin to look around and you begin to say, wait a minute, you know, out of all the possibilities and all the potentials, why this one? You know, why are we doing things like this the way we're doing them now with the world, with the planet, with ourselves, treating each other? Again, age of information, ignorance is a choice, so why are we choosing ignorance? So this is the world that you choose. You're choosing to awaken, you're choosing to question. That's what this is about. Level 3 is the world inside, right? That's when you begin to reprogram yourself. That's when you begin to realize that this whole thing is an internal thing projected outwardly, right? And you begin to reprogram yourself. You begin to throw out this malarkey and this negative stuff and the lies and the deception that we were told. But you won't get to that point until you start questioning. If you just accept what's told, if you accept the belief systems, the doctrines, and the dogmas, then you're still in this culture space. And this is not from a sense of judgment, because we all go through this journey. So these would be the sheep, if you will. They just control, they're controlled, and they just go with the flow. So, you know, I'm not interested in arguing with this state, right? I'm interested in helping people question, because there's a lot of things taught here that need to be questioned, and getting out of all of these belief systems and going to being extraordinary, right? Now, level 3 is the world inside. Again, internal programming, okay? Reprogram yourself. Level 4 is the world you change. This is where you become extraordinary or extraordinary. And yeah, I spelled it that way because really it's who we truly are. You know, this is who we are to begin with. And this whole reality is just compressing us down into here, making us feel that we're less than what we are, that we're incapable of changing the world and changing ourselves in ways that are just miraculous, if you will. But that's what's going on. This is the reality that we're living in. So what I'm doing, I've showed you this whole journey to the best of my ability, and my reality show is showing you this whole thing from being extraordinary all the way down. So we're going all the way back down here, and this is what I call the wake. So as I continue my journey, the wake, just like a boat going in the water, is going into this space. So it's an avenue for you to come through if you wanted to. I'm not saying that it is the only path, but it is just a way to start questioning. And the idea is to show you there's something to question. The misfit, the outcast, the troublemaker, you know, he is seen or she is seen that way until the masses look at that person and then they change reality. And now they're a visionary, you know. Now they're one of the ones that moved the bar so that these people can experience more, right? And then you're going to do that, and then we all do that, and then we'll eventually take over the whole board. But it takes someone to show, and once you realize that you're greater than we're taught, once you begin to take the red pill, this becomes more of an expansive journey, and you don't want to be put in any box. You don't want to be in any belief system, any dogma, anything that limits you. But in this culture space, you're taught to have fear. It's really fear-based. So this is kind of where we are. And there's a lot of people that are going through this stage now. But if you're not questioning, if you're just going to spin off some belief system that you were taught without questioning, then you're showing me that you're still here. You're not questioning enough. When you start questioning and looking at things, then that shows me that you're awakening. as you start questioning stuff, you're going to automatically begin to reprogram yourself because you're going to know what's true and what's not, and you're going to begin to take the things that affect you in a positive way and discard the things that affect you in a negative way. And as you continue to do that, as you continue to purge yourself, then you become extraordinary. And the whole idea is to show people that this is our true state. So when I say true man, this is what we're talking about, true man. And this is just an example, my example, but you need to have your own example. The world needs your example. The world needs you to break out of these belief systems and out of these boxes. And that's how we change the world. But this is just an example. This isn't, anything that's set in stone, but I thought it was a good way to explain it. So I'm trying to show you this, and you'll see some interaction. And again, for the people that are not questioning, it's something that you're going to have to start doing. That's the only way you're going to get out of this box that they have us in. So hopefully that makes some sense. And again, it's very easy now because we got the internet, we got all of this information. Ignorance is a choice, and move up in the levels and make smarter choices because you're meant to be extraordinary. You are extraordinary. That is your core. That is who you are. That is the true man or true woman that is watching this now. But the culture space doesn't want you to do that because it makes you too powerful and uncontrollable. That's why they always try to keep you in this box. And those people that step out of this box, they're labeled this by these people. And eventually, these people start to question, and when they do, they realize, hey, I can come out of this box as well. And that's what we're going to do. That is how we change the world. And that's what we're in the process of doing now. This is the awakening that's going on now. And these people are going to be showing these people that it's okay to question. And we're all going to move up in the scale because there's more information out there. So I hope that made sense. I'm not sure how long this is. I'm trying to make these videos shorter as I continue my journey. And the Trueman Show, my reality show, is just a guy that went through this and just showing you it's possible. And again, leaving a wake or leaving breadcrumbs on my journey just to show that it's possible, and you can make your own choices and you can do your own level up, if you will, and increase your consciousness. All right, y'all. Peace.